Blessed day, guys, and peace be upon you this morning. So in this video we're going to learn how to configure multi-area OSPF. So if you can clearly check on this diagram here, you can see that we have how many areas? Area 0, area 1, and area 2. We have how many routers? 4 routers. And if you can check here, router 0 occupies all the areas, area 0, 2, and 1. Okay, all right, so I'll open our Google spreadsheet. I'll let you know that today we're in number 10, OSPF part 2. Okay, all right, so without any further ado, I'll open our notepad to highlight the steps that we're going to follow to achieve this objective. So step 1 is always to draw the necessary topology. We decorate and comment. So you can see here, guys, I drew this topology using how many routers? 4 routers and 3 switches plus computers. All right, and you can see I have labeled here that this area 0 with this network, this is area 2 with this network, and finally area 1 with this network, and these respective LANs have this network, this one has this one, and finally this one has this one. Okay, or so just make sure that you use 2911 routers, okay, plus 2960 access switches. Okay, all right, so when you go to step 2, configure IP addresses to the routers and host devices. So guys, what I'm going to do is that you see this network is used between this interface and this interface. So I want to assume that this interface will take 10.10.10.9/30, then this one will take 10.10.10.10/30. Okay, all right, same applies to this interface and this interface, this one and this one, such that this one take 10.5, this one take 10.6, this one will take 10.1, and this one will take 10.2. okay, /30. So without any further ado, let's start with the middle router. Okay, so we start with this interface, which is gig 00. So gig 00 should take 10.10.10.9. I do it very fast, save time. Okay guys, so I've done IP addressing on the router's interfaces. So you can see that I've configured these interfaces that are connected to the LANs. Okay, so this one is gig 01 takes 2.1, here gig 01 takes 3.1, and finally gig 01 here takes 1.1. and remember, those gig 01 will act as the default gateways of their respective LANs. Okay, alright, so what I'll do is to configure IP addresses to the host devices. So let me start on this side and make all of them to be under this network. Okay, alright. Okay, so I've done IP addressing the host devices. So the next thing that I'll do, I'll go back to our notepad to see configure OSPF in all the routers to advertise the directly connected networks. Guys, this was the main point of today's class. So we want to configure OSPF. And which type of OSPF do you want to configure? Multi-area OSPF. So we are used to configuring single area. So today we're going to do multi-area OSPF. So how do we start? I want to start with these routers. Let's say I will finish with the center router. Okay, because it's the one that is connected to how many areas? 3 areas. Okay, all right, so let me start with this router here. Okay, all right, so I just click on this one, come to CLI and say exit. Then how do you start configuring OSPF? Very simple, just say router OSPF, then with the process of ID of any number that you like. So let me just use even 15. Okay, Then we give the router ID for easy identification. So we just say router ID to be, let's say 1.1.1.1, and you hit enter. Then we advertise the network. So let's say network. We first advertise this network 192.168.1.0. Then subnet mask of wildcard mask now 0.0.0.255. Okay, just a minute. Then area 1, area 0, sorry, this is area 0. Okay, and you hit enter. Another network will be 10.10.8 10.10.10.8 with the wildcard mask of this one. Okay, you can write the full subnet mask if you like, because the router will convert it to wildcard mask, but it's recommended for practice purpose to write the wildcard mask. Okay, area 0, and we exit and do right. So we go to this router and configure it to be in area 1. So I just go here, come to CLI and exit, and router OSPF 15. Okay, then router ID, let's say 2.2.2.2, and we hit enter. Then the network will be 192.168.3.0, 192.168.3.0, a wildcard mask of 0.0.0.255, area 1, I believe so. Yes, area 1, and hit enter. Then another network will be area 1, then area 3. It is 10.10. I just write it 10.10.10.4. Okay, dot 4, and you hit enter and exit and do right. Finally, go to this router and configure it to be area 2. So we go here, exit, router OSPF 15, router ID to be 3.3.3.3. Then the networks are like 1 and 2.168.2.0. Okay, then 0.0.0.255, area 2, and you hit enter. Okay, area 2. Then finally we configure 10. We advertise the network of 10.10. So wildcard mask to be .3 here. Then we change this one to 10.10.10.0, 10.10.10.0, and we hit enter, exit, and do right. Okay, so guys, we've configured these 3 routers to be in their respective OSPF areas, area 0 here, area 1 here, and area 2 here. So it's the time that we make this middle router to have how many areas? 3 areas, 0, 1, and 2. So we just click on the middle router, come to CLI, exit, and then we just say router OSPF 15. Then route ID to be 4.4.4.4, and you hit enter. Okay, then you advertise networks. So let's start with this network, which is in area 0. Just say 10. Just say network 10.10.10.8, a wildcard mask of 0.0.0.3. Okay, area 0, and you hit enter. Then we go to area 1 to advertise this network of 10.10.4. So when you go there, you can see it has formed adjacency with the other router, which was 1.1.1. It was this route. Okay, so let's make it form neighbor with the router 2, which was 2.2.2. So let's advertise this network, which is .4, and .4 is in which area? Area 1. Okay, very simple. Don't forget, this was in area 0. You can see this one is in area 0, and now this one should be area 1. Okay, all right. So finally, let's advertise this network in area 1, 10.10.0 to be area 2. Area 2. All right, you can see it has also formed adjacency with the 2.2.2, which was this router here. Okay, all right. So finally, let's make it form the neighbor with the above router. So it's .0 here. Then it's area 2. Hit enter, exit, and do right. So we'll wait it to form neighbor, and we show the neighbors on the OSPF database. Okay, before we can start pinging. Okay, all right. So let's just wait it. Okay, it has formed adjacency with the above route. Okay, so if I can just say show IP OSPF question mark neighbor. So you can see these are all the neighbors of the SPF. 1.1 you can remember, 2.2 you can remember, 3.3.3 you can remember. Okay, all right. So if I can just say again, so IP OSPF question mark database. So you can see all of these. Okay, very important, very important. You can see this is area 0, link for area 0 with the below parameters. Okay, link for area 1, it contains all these networks, and finally router link states for area 2. Okay, all right. So basically I'll try to ping from this PC, which is 1.1 192.168.1.10 to any of these PCs, 2.10, 3.20, things like that. Okay, all right. So I go to ping command prompt, and I say ping 192.168.2.10. so let's just give it some time. It will ping because OSPF has been configured successfully. Okay, all right. So that's all about multi area OSPF configuration. Okay, it's pretty much simple to configure multi-area OSPF configuration. So when we meet next, we are going to finish this class with BGP routing configuration. So thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share with friends, and let's see you again in the next class.